Hello everyone, today we are going to start the new chapter coordinate geometry and I hope you have done in your ninth class. So quickly we will take a review what we have done in our ninth class. So in ninth class we have done that there is a Cartesian plane on which two lines are here, horizontal and vertical. The horizontal lines are known as x-axis and the y are known as y-axis. So this is x-axis, y-axis where both will intersect each other, that is known as the origin. Okay, and both the axes will divide the plane into four quadrants, four parts. Each part is known as quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. First quadrant, now we will take the coordinates. Coordinates are known as the ordered pair. By because they always have written in the form of x and y, and x is always at the first place and y is at the second place. So that's why these are the ordered pair because they are two in number. Always x and y, the value of x and the value of y. And the value of x, that is known as the x coordinate, or we call that abscissa. And y coordinate is known as ordinate. Okay, y coordinate is known as ordinate. You know that in the first quadrant both the value of x and y both will be positive. In next, here we can say both are positive, means x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. Now we will come in the second quadrant. We will shifting the quadrant here, y as it is, but we are shifting opposite sides of x, so x will be negative and y will be positive. This is x and y. X is less than 0 because this is negative and y is greater than 0. Here is third quadrant. Now we are coming in the third quadrant. x एक्सिस का सेम साइड है लेकिन y के हम अपोजिट आ गए हैं, तो here will be minus and minus. Both x and y both will be less than 0 and y is less than 0. Now the fourth quadrant, फिर से हम वापस x के फर्स्ट साइड में आ गए हैं, तो here we will write x as positive and y as negative. So here this x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. So like this we have done the earlier in our ninth class. So now suppose if we are having 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 4, if we are having any point here, here is 1 2 3 and one more point is there. Suppose there is, this is the point A and this is the point B, and we have to find the distance between them. उनके बीच में अगर हमें डिस्टेंस फाइंड आउट करनी है तो हम कैसे करेंगे? सो वी आर गोइंग टू डू द दिस. और सपोज कोई और पॉइंट इस लाइन सेगमेंट को कट कर रहा है, सी पॉइंट इंटरनली कट कर रहा है, अंदर कट कर रहा है, सो किस रेशो में डिवाइड कर रहा है वो कैसे पता करेंगे? सो इन दिस चैप्टर वी आर गोइंग टू रीड दैट, वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी दैट what is the distance between the 2 points, and if any point is internally divides the line segment into 2 parts or 3 or more parts, so in which ratio it will divide. Okay, so we are having this here, the distance formula. If suppose this is x-axis and y-axis and this is the positive side only we are taking, first quadrant, so the coordinates of P, one point is P, other point is Q. Let the coordinate of point P as x1 and y1 and the coordinate of Q as x2 and y2. So the distance between them PQ is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square. Xx will subtract, y will subtract. x2 minus x1, because of here is a square, so we can change this value also. x1 को आप पहले लिख दीजिए, x2 को बाद में लिख दीजिए, y1 को पहले लिख दीजिए, y2 को बाद में लिख दीजिए, doesn't matter, because of the square it will remain positive. So PQ is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the only formula for the first exercise. So in the exercise, if we see this question here, first question, find the distance between the following pairs of points 2 3 4 1. It is given 2 points are given here. Suppose 2, 3 and 4, 1. If we will take, this is P and this is Q. This point is 2, 3. So here is P is the point 2 and 3 and Q is the point here as 4 and 1. Like this it is given. So if we have taken this as x1 and y1 and this is x2 and y2. So the formula we know that PQ is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 is here as 4. 4 minus x1 is here as 2 plus y2. y2 is 1 minus y1 is here 3. So 1 minus 3. So 4 minus 2 whole square is 2 square. 1 minus 3 whole square is minus 2 whole square. So 2 square become 4. Minus 2 square also become 4. Under root 8. So we are getting here 2 root 8 unit. So this is the distance like this we can find. Similarly, we can do this question, second part and third part also, AB and minus A and minus B. See the third part here. AB, A minus A and minus B. So if this is x1 and this is y1, x2 and y2. So this is x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. x2 is our minus A. x1 is also minus A. B, y2 is minus B and y1 is here minus of B. It becomes minus 2A whole square plus minus 2B whole square. 2 square is becomes 4A square plus 4B square. 4 can be come out common and then 4 if it will come out from the square root it becomes 2. So under root A square plus B square. So like this we can find the distance with the help of distance formula. Now in the third question it is given a little bit different. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. Okay, collinear means in a straight line. If the points are in a straight line, right? Let A is equals to 1, 5, B is equals to 2, 3, C is equals to minus 2 and minus 11. I have written here these points will be collinear. कब होंगे? If the sum of the lengths of two line segment is equal to the third side. दो line segment का sum third के equal होता है तो वो क्या होते हैं? 3 points collinear होते हैं. So first we will find here AB, the distance between the points A and B. By the same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is given 2 minus 1 whole square, 3 minus 5 whole square, 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 5 is minus 2, so 2 square is 4, it becomes under root 5. Then we will find BC. Same formula, minus 2 whole square plus minus 11 minus 3 whole square, minus 2 becomes minus 4, minus 11 minus 3 becomes minus 14. 4 square 16, 14 square is 196, 212. We will get here 2 under root 53. Similarly, we will find CA. CA minus 2 minus 1 whole square, minus 11 minus 5 whole square is equals, this is 2 minus 2 minus 1 becomes minus 3, minus 11 minus 5 becomes 16. So it becomes 9 plus 2, 56. That is 265. So all are the odd times line. We cannot add them because root 5 cannot be added to root 53 directly. So here we have the sum of two sides. Suppose AB and BC. AB plus BC is equals to root 5 plus 2 root 53. So we cannot add them. So this is not equal to under root 265. So we can write, since AB plus BC is not equal to CA, these points are not collinear. अगर ये दोनों का सम इस थर्ड साइड के इक्वल हो जाता तो हम बोल देते कि these are the collinear points. Now see the fourth question here in the book. Fourth question, check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4, 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Now we should know the property of the isosceles triangle. So what are the isosceles triangle? In an isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So we know that in an isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So we will find the distance. Suppose this is A, B and C. So we will find the A, B, B, C and C, A. Then we will check out of the 3 answers, 2 answers are same or not. If 2 answers are same, so we can say that the two, this is the vertices, these are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Now we are going to do the 5th question here. This is like the case study, the conditional based question. So in a classroom, 4 friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D. Champa and Chameli walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, don't you think ABCD is a square? This is a square. So using distance formula, find which of them is correct. So here we will find from the graph, we will find the coordinates of all the points. So what will be the coordinate of point A? So first we will check on x-axis, then we will check on y. So first the coordinates of A point are 3 and 4. So here it is given the coordinates of the A point are 3 and 4. Similarly we can check for the B. For B it is 6 and 7. So we have written here 6 and 7. Similarly for C there is 9 and 4. This is 9 and 4, and for D it is 6 and 1. So 9 and 4, 6 and 1. So we will find the distance between all these points. AB, because this is a square, we have to prove that this is a square. Now what we have to prove that ABCD is a square. To prove that ABCD is square, what we have to find the distance AB. The distance AB, this is 6 minus 3 whole square, 7 minus 4 whole square. 6 minus 3 is 3 square. This is minus 3. 9 plus 9 under root 18. So we can write as 3 root 2. Then we will find BC. BC is also 9 minus 6 and 4 minus 7. 3 square minus 3, again under root 18, 3 root 2. Then we will find CD. 6 minus 9, 3 minus 3, 1 minus 4 minus 3. Again we are having under root 18, 3 root 2. Then we will find DA. 3 minus 6 minus 3, 4 minus 1, 3. So again we are having 18, 3 under root 2. All the sides. So these are the sides of a square. No, these are the sides A, B, C, D. So this side, this side, this side and this side. All the sides are equal. To prove that ABCD is a square, we have to find the distance of diagonal also. We have to find the distance of diagonal. If all the sides are equal and 2 diagonals are equal to each other, then ABCD is a square. So now we will find AC also. So AB, this side AB is 3 root 2. BC is also, this is ABCD. AB is 3 root 2. This is 3 root 2. This is 3 root 2 and this one is 3 root 2. Now along with it we have to find AC and BD also. So AC, we are finding the distance as AC. So what is AC? The coordinate of A are 3, 4 and C 9, 4. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we will find here AC is equals to under root 9 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 4, 0. So this becomes under root 6 square plus 0, that is 6 unit. So the length of AC we have got 6. If it is a square, then BD will also be equal to 6. So BD, the coordinates of B are, we are having 6, 7 and D we are having 6, 1. So we will find here BD is equals to under root 6 minus 6, 0 plus 1 minus 7 whole square. So this will got here 0 plus minus 6. So we will get here 6 unit. So at last we will write there, because in quadrilateral ABCD all the sides are equal and the diagonals are equal to each other. Hence ABCD is a square. If suppose it's a rhombus, so we have to prove that ABCD all sides are equal. And so if all the sides are equal, then it can be a rhombus, but along with it if diagonals are also equal, then it will be a square. Now similarly we can do the other questions also, like in the 6th question we are having, this is the 6th question, 5th we have done, just complete. Name the type of quadrilateral formed if any by the following points and give reasons for your answer. This is the 4 points are given. Again we will find the A, B, B, C, C, D and DA and the diagonals also. If opposite sides are equal and diagonals are not equal, then it can be a parallelogram. If opposite sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal, then it will be a rectangle. If all the 4 sides are equal, it is a rhombus. If all the 4 sides along with the diagonals are also equal to each other, then it will be a square. So we'll find like this. Now see, the 7th question is here. Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, -5 and 2, 9. X-axis on x-axis. If the point on x-axis, we had done this in 9th class also, we know this. If the point on x-axis, then the y coordinate will be 0. Okay. So let A is the point 2, -5 and B is so in book we are having this question as 7th question. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistance from this point and this point. If the point are on x-axis, we know that the coordinate of y will be equals to 0. So let A is equals to 2, -5, B is -2, 9. Let P on the x-axis, point which is equidistant from A and B. So this will be P. It can be like this. Suppose this is P and this is A and this one is B in a straight line, or it can be like this. This is A and B and this is the point. Here is point P. This are equal. So PA is equals to PB. So PA is equals to PB. We will do the square on both sides because in formula we are getting the root. To remove the root, you know that we have to square both the sides. So PA square is equals to PB square. So here we will find PA. PA. When we are taking PA, to this P, x1 and y1, x2 and y2. So x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5 becomes plus 5 whole square. Now PB, x plus 2 whole square, 0 minus 9 whole square. So on squaring, the outer root will remove out. So x minus 2 whole square, this becomes 5 square, x plus 2 whole square plus minus 9 whole square. So if you open the square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, x square plus 2 square minus 4x plus 25, x square plus 4 and this is 4x, 81. So x square can be cut on both sides, 4 can be cut from both the sides, minus 4x is equal to 81 minus 25. So minus 8x is equals minus 56. X is equals minus 56 upon 8, that is minus 7. Hence required point on x-axis minus 7 and 0. Similarly, we can do this by find the value of phi for which the distance this and this is 10 units. So this distance PQ. So we will write here PQ. PQ is equals to 10 or PQ square is equals to 10 square. We will put here and then find the value. Similarly, question number 9 is here. Q01 is equidistant from this and this. Find the value of x. Also find the distance QR and PR. Just like we have done the 7th question. Last question is there. Find a relation between x and y such that this xy is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 4. So this is given here. Let A is equals to 3, 6, B is minus 3, 4, C is x and y. So AC is equals to BC. This is given, again is squaring of both the sides, so root will not be here. So x minus 3 AC, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square, x plus 3 whole square, y minus 4 whole square. Will opening the bracket, x square plus 9 minus 6x, y square plus 36 minus 12y, x square plus 9 plus 6x plus y square plus 16 minus 8y. X square will cancel, 9 will cancel, minus 6. This 6 will transpose to left side. This is 12y and 8y will also transpose, becomes plus, and this 36 to right side. So minus 6 minus 6 minus 12, minus 12 plus 8 minus 4, this becomes minus 20. So we can take 4 as common. Minus 3x minus y is equals to minus 20, and this 4 will transpose to right side. Minus 3x minus y is equals to minus 5, or we can take the minus sign as common, so 3x plus y is equals to 5, or we can take 5 to left side, so 3x plus y minus 5 is equals to 0. So like this we can do this exercise complete with the single formula, that is the distance formula. In next video we will discuss the section formula.